Last year, the end of November, we had a sewer backup at this apartment. Took us about a half day to get it clear. We ended up having to pull a toilet on the inside. It turns out right where the sewer pipe leaves the building, there is a crack, and there are tree roots growing inside which caused the clog. First thing I'm going to do is mark the proposed dig area with white paint. Then I'm going to get all of the underground utilities located. You can either call 811, or if you're somewhat of a professional, you can get one of these accounts and do it online. You can also use this map feature to tell them the exact dig area. Within the next 2 business days, they will get everything marked. The different paint will mean different things. Yellow is for gas, orange is for telecom, red is for power, blue is for water. Looks like the only thing in my dig area is a water line. We're going to get the equipment loaded up and delivered to the site. This will actually be the first major project I'm using this little excavator for. My sister Destiny was super excited to see how this thing works, so she stopped by for a little bit. I'm not a professional landscaper, but I'm going to do what I can to make it look like I was never here. As soon as I get the plastic pulled back, I see this, and I know we're in the right spot. You can't really see it in the video, but there is an irrigation line just on the inside of the grass. I didn't feel like trying to fix it, so I'm going to do what I can to avoid it. This isn't my first time using an excavator, but it took me a bit to remember how to use the controls. To make sure we don't accidentally dig into the sewer pipe or anything else, you will occasionally have to get into the hole and hand dig around some different areas. I never actually came across the water pipe, but best I can tell it was a foot or 2 on the other side of the sewer pipe. Because this excavator was a little on the light side, a few different times it had an issue breaking through the dirt. At this point, we gave up on trying to protect the grass, so I'm just going to pile the dirt on the grass and deal with it later. Once Trent and I are down to the sewer pipe, I'm able to reach in there and manually remove some of the tree roots. While I go grab parts, Trent gets down there and cleans out a little bit more around the sewer line, and we do what we can to get as much of this dirt out of the sewer line as possible. As you can see, this is the tree roots that were causing our issues, and this spider hung around about half the day just checking to make sure I didn't suffer from arachnophobia. Going to use a garden hose to flush as much of this dirt down as possible, and then we are going to do the cutover. I've kindly asked all of the tenants not to use any water, but that doesn't always mean anything. We're going to get the clean out cut out and a new one installed. Once the glue on the bottom dries, we pull this riser off, get that glued into place, and then now the backfill. We'll push about 6 inches of dirt into the hole, then get down there and manually tamp it into place. Once the pile's done to the ground, we'll back the trailer up, get that dumped, use the excavator bucket to pack it in, and make everything as level as possible. Now we get to pretend to be landscapers. Push this rock back, get it leveled off, and for the most part, we're done with this project. On the building side of the cleanout, the pipe was completely cracked, along with a crack along the bottom which allowed tree roots in. Now we're just going to load all the equipment up and take it over to a project where we're going to pour some concrete. But done with this and on to the next project, which is a concrete driveway.